Yeah, we're talking about Keanu Reeves, man. You know, Keanu Reeves. There's this thing going on with Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is making us dudes look bad right now, making me nervous, man. Not just mad, making me nervous. My mutant power is getting into people's minds and getting them to buy things from dtmerch.com. You know, only
It's working.
I know, man, it is. Only a foul mind could have people purchase that classic black tooth white logo. We got the jerseys, the mugs, the baby tees. Even the babies can't escape my powers, Martin. You know, there was hope for him at one time, Martin, when he was giving away the gift of choice. But they didn't have much of a choice. The only choice they had was to buy something from dtmerch.com. Can't do these activities unless we get your support. So please, 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 if you could,
Please.
go to doubletoasted.com. Please, please go to doubletoasted.com. Subscribe, donate, do anything. Listen even. You know, we have the live streams for you on the site that are subscription only, and that's how we get by, mainly through your support on doubletoasted.com. I feel like his success couldn't happen to a nicer guy. And mainly that's because I love John Wick. And, you know, and Keanu Reeves is in that sweet spot, man. Because Keanu Reeves is in that spot where everybody loves him for something. As I said, I'm one of these dudes. Dudes love him because he plays a badass in John Wick. You know, he's their hero now. Women love him because he's just so handsome. And even though, yeah, for the guys, you know, he kills a lot of people, maims a lot of people, he can fight and shoot a lot of guns. The women like, oh, nah, man, you take all that fake shit. In real life, oh, he's such a gentleman, too. He is so nice to people and knows how to treat a lady. And that's where we come into this problem right here. Because, listen, the thing is, everybody loves him. Men have their way for loving him. Women have their reasons for loving him. But in the end, everybody loves him because he's so humble. This guy has millions of dollars. He has
Fame.
He has fame. He has looks, and yet he lets none of it get to him, unless you fuck with his dog, then he got to come get you. But you know, with that niceness that he has, and see, now I want to get your opinion on something because I believe that there's an article out right now that I think people are. They're so busy talking about this thing that Keanu Reeves has done recently as far as taking pictures with women that people are arguing on one end. People are arguing on the other end, where I think there's a middle ground where nobody's looking at just kind of real common sense.
Okay.
He's been lifted to an almost mythological level of niceness out there. And it doesn't help, first of all, that we don't realize how Keanu Reeves has just made an impact on everybody. Because a lot of people, I remember the time, you remember everybody used to talk about how he was the worst actor.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody loves Keanu right now, but everybody used to hate Keanu back in the day.
Yep.
Jesus, why is that guy still working? Why do people keep hiring that guy? Oh, just fucking Hollywood nepotism again. He must know somebody. Whose dick is he sucking? You know, because the thing is, you don't realize that for somebody that back in the day who couldn't act, who you didn't like, you were jealous of, how is he working so much? It doesn't hurt that he's been several of some of the most iconic characters in Hollywood. Neo, Ted, and of course, John Wick.
Yeah.
That's fiction. You know, that's fantasy. In real life, oh, he's an angel. Like I said, he's been lifted to this mythological level of niceness. He's like the Baba Yaga of nice guys.
Okay.
Baba Yaga of kindness. I'll tell you why, because here's where the root of the problem lies. Because when I say it's up to a mythological level, there's on the internet, there is just legendary how his kindness goes. he rides the bus. He has millions of dollars, but he takes public transportation like the subway and the bus to get to work when he's doing a film. Of course, I mentioned that he loves dogs. You know, if you're the innocent dog and somebody's out there fucking with you, you know, he's got your back right there. You know, if you gotta. I
don't want to be his dog. No, things don't go well.
Even if he has to tear up the whole fucking city.
That's one time all the dogs in the pound are shriveling in their cages like.
Yeah. There are dogs like him. Even the dogs are like, Baba Yaga's coming. Those dogs are just let me go. I won't tell anybody anything. Just let me go.
I want to live.
The other thing with him is that humbleness extends to his home. You know, the guy he can't afford to buy a huge mansion if he wants to, but chooses to live in a mere 2-bedroom. It's nice, but it's just a 2-bedroom place. Again, very humble. Mm-hmm. Now, and the other thing, he lives in that 2-bedroom so he can give half of his earnings to charity. Because I don't need all that money. Money can't buy you happiness.
This is true.
Helping people buys you happiness. Helping your fellow man, your fellow dog, whatever it is out there. Now, some people looking at this and they're saying, ain't nobody that goddamn nice. And you would be absolutely correct. Half the stuff is bullshit.
Okay. Because that whole thing of like, oh, he's so sweet, he rides the bus. Shit, I rode the bus and nobody called me sweet.
Yeah. You know,
I used to have a 2-bedroom apartment. I had a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
How about that? Where are my news articles?
Yeah, Martin, but you didn't have no choice.
Keanu, that's what makes him better than
Keanu
me.
Reeves, he has millions and he could live lavish if he wanted to. Martin, he has a choice. You don't with your broke ass. He don't have to do this, but he does it because he wants to live like an average person. Mm-hmm. He wants to be common, so it doesn't get to his head, Martin. And also, the man has gone through a lot of tragedy in his life. You know, he's lost a kid, stillborn. After that, even though it had a strain on his relationship, he was still getting along with his partner. She died about 18 months later or something. His best friend died, River Phoenix. You know, I mean, he's gone through a lot of things.
Yeah,
more like shit. I've been through some shit too. Still ain't nobody treating me like that.
Yeah, keep going.
But no, listen, man. Like I said, he's had some terrible hardships, man. And yes, listen, it's some of this is bullshit. That doesn't change that he's still an extremely nice guy.
Of course.
Yes, he has not only, he started foundations before. Yes, he just didn't put his name on them because he says, I just don't want the attention. As I said, he has suffered hardships. He has done things for people. And yes, he has ridden public transportation. And not only has he ridden public transportation in public, but he's also sat there and made sure that he gave up his seat for the ladies. You know, he's got manners. Mama taught him well.
He looked over and saw somebody was filming him. That's why he did.
Man, he hired that dude to film that shit. Shit, that's his publicist doing it right now. Looking right at him.
I know. He's like, all right, don't look at the camera.
Did you get that? Was that good?
Make sure I show my good side, but don't look directly into the lens.
Shit, you could tell he was acting when he did it. You see how he pointed at her? Excuse me, lady. Would you like this seat right here? You're welcome. No, Keanu, don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera, Keanu. Jesus, shit. Cut. No, I think he really did that, man. I don't even think he's looking at the camera. Look, he's a good guy. And yes, he rides public transportation sometimes. I don't know what the circumstance of that is, but y'all act like the motherfucker takes the bus every day.
Yeah, his Bentley probably had just broke down.
Like he ain't got no other means of transportation. You go right ahead and keep riding that bus and see how many times you see his ass on there. You keep waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ride the bus every day and see how many times Keanu's on that shit.
3 days before the word gets out, no, this is Keanu's bus.
Yeah.
We gonna get on there.
Yeah, you know how many groupies rode that bus waiting on him and never saw his ass? But let me tell you something. Keanu Reeves got enough transportation for you, for me, and everybody on that goddamn bus right there. Keanu Reeves, it was in April. GQ put out a video that...
I was going to say, he did an episode of Cribs.
Yes. Yes, he did. Starting with his garage, that's a shop with several collectible motorcycles right
Holy
there.
shit.
I mean, when he's not riding his Porsche or getting out of a limo somewhere, got a showroom for him and everything.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
It's like a dealership.
oh, but he takes the bus. Martin. Oh, but Martin. Keanu Reeves always rides the public subway every day. For every movie he made, he donated most of his earnings to charities and hospitals. He doesn't own a mansion or any expensive cars. What a truly great human being. And a human being that has bullshitted your ass and led you to believe otherwise. And he didn't even ask for any of this.
Of course.
No, they put that legend out there. Oh, but it is true, Martin, that he does live in a 2-bedroom home that costs $4 million in Hollywood Hills.
Well, technically, he's still...
It's a 2-bedroom, man. I believe that he is worth $350 million. This is from, just
damn.
go to Snopes, man. He's worth listen, they say right here, he's worth over $100 million and still rides the subway. They say there's a mixture of that's true. Most sources say Keanu Reeves' net worth is about $350 million. He has been known to ride the subway on occasion, but on any given day is more likely to be seen driving his Porsche or one of his classic motorcycles. He's been photographed on many occasions getting in and out of limos. And he says here, oh, and money doesn't mean anything to him. He gives half of it away. He says bullshit. It's a cliche that money doesn't buy you happiness, but it does buy you the freedom to live your life the way you want.
Yep.
In limos, Porsches,
Yep.
in $1 million homes. Not saying that the man is not nice because he has those things.
Sure.
Y'all blew this shit up.
Yeah, y'all the ones who... It cracks me up with these. When somebody's rich or famous, they go like, yeah, it turns out they're really nice. Yeah. Why wouldn't they be nice? They got a great life going on.
Yeah. And again, why wouldn't you be nice just because you're just a nice person?
I mean, most people you meet are nice.
Yeah.
It's the assholes who stand out.
With Keanu Reeves, I'm not talking about this guy bad because he has money. You know, I'm not. I'll say this much. Still, his kindness and his demeanor appears to extend beyond that of typical behavior of Hollywood superstars. You know, or anyone with a fortune. That's another thing, because you're so used to seeing today rich people and superstars act like assholes.
Yeah.
Just to see somebody act normal, all of a sudden you build that up as being not normal.
And well, plus the whole thing of the celebrities who are being assholes, those are celebrities who are paid to be assholes. Like, y'all decided that being an asshole is what was entertaining to you, so they're the ones who get these reality shows and act like dicks.
Yeah, listen. Thing with him, y'all talking about how nice he is. No, the motherfuckers. Mothercycle. Look at those motorcycles back. He's got a mothercycle back there. No, let me tell you something. This motherfucker, he's not that nice. He's normal.
Normal.
What he does is what anybody would do. You know, it's just that you see so many superstars who act like assholes or act weird, or they do crazy things for attention, that anything that Keanu Reeves does that would be completely normal for you and me turns into a goddamn event when he does it. It's at the point you can sell tickets to his politeness. Keanu Reeves says, thank you. Get your tickets now.
Wow. No, you wouldn't believe it, dude. He said thank you to everybody. Just said it. Wow, he's like the sweetest guy I've ever seen.
Man, you got to get tickets to that show.
He says in such a way that makes you feel like he's your best friend.
Yeah. If Keanu Reeves holds the door open for somebody, It's like if Keanu Reeves opens the door up for somebody, it's almost like a blessing from the Pope. Man, he held the door open for me. Yeah, the motherfucker should. Be nice.
Yeah.
Man, Keanu Reeves said, "You're welcome." Well, man, he should. That's a nice thing to do. Man, Keanu Reeves looked right at me. He didn't say "fuck you." What? Well, he should. Because you stupid. That's the one time he should be rude. He should be rude to your dumb ass. Gosh, you're stupid. I'm really not that nice. Keanu Reeves. Okay, now this is where I get into where he's the legend of him is so nice that now it's gone to this point where, oh, he's so nice that he doesn't touch women when he takes pictures. He respects their bodies. It's here in the headlines. Keanu Reeves praised by fans as respectful after they notice he doesn't touch women in photos. And
oh, for fuck's sakes.
Now, I will say Keanu Reeves has shown some class. And I'm sure that is him being, I'm sure that, because there's this argument out there now that like, because people are saying, because dudes are saying, shit, that motherfucker just don't want to catch a hashtag. That's all. Shit, he want to keep that clean record. That's what it is. And some people are saying, shit, he don't want to touch nobody because they know them hands are lethal weapons. He might hurt someone. You better hope he don't put his hands on somebody, man or woman. But you know, the thing with Keanu is that I'm sure he's a classy guy, and he does do that because he is being respectful. I'm sure that because and also I'm sure some of it is that, yeah, I ain't gonna have my name out there later on down the line.
Or maybe he's like, man, I get A class. These bitches out here.
I ain't touching this.
But you think if you went to one of the women that he took the photograph with and said like, so is it true that Keanu didn't touch you? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He didn't. Would have been a nice memory for me, but no, he stayed away.
His hand just kind of hovered right there.
Hovered, yeah.
In fact, it was fucking weird. I remember putting his hand down and it just came right back up. You know, I don't, listen to me. I tell you this, and I'm not saying this to drop any names or anything, because I don't even know if it's true or not. I did see the pictures. Back when Kevin and I were trying to get a bar together, we talking to this one girl that we knew. I forgot what we were even talking to. I think because she was an interior designer or something, and we were developing the design of the bar. But either she was really close friends with him, or she dated Keanu Reeves. And like I said, I know that there was some connection there because she had the pictures of themselves playing ping pong and all kind of stuff. She was there, and before any of this stuff came out about how cool he was, she was saying how cool of a guy he was, how nice he was. He always talked. She was talking about how he acted around people, and because I even think it was one of those things where like, yeah, everybody thinks he's some kind of asshole because they don't like his acting or whatever, and he's a really sweet guy. So I'm not gonna say anything about him in this whole touching women thing. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, he's doing it because he's being respectful. Sure. But talk on the internet, as usual, has gotten so extreme now that it's between
the internet. Really?
Crazy, huh? Man, Keanu Reeves on the internet and didn't talk shit. Such a nice guy.
That actually would be nice. Everybody talking on the internet.
Keanu Reeves was on Twitter. He actually wished me a good day. Man, that dude is nice. My mom told me to go f myself. He was really cool. But the talk on the internet is that, it's between the people saying, man, he just ain't trying to catch a case. And other people are like, no, he just knows how to treat women's bodies. And because you can look at some of this on right here with these tweets going on. It's not about not taking chances. It's about being considerate and respectful. Qualities that Keanu carries in spades. He's respectful. This should be how it's done unless you know the woman doesn't mind being touched. Keanu should inspire us all. He's being so respectful, and I'm all for it. I didn't. And plus, guys was, women were kind of clapping back at the dudes and talking about, man, he just don't want to get caught up. And they're like, oh no, one dude was kind of like, wow, man, isn't it crazy today that now you have to even be scared to just kind of just innocently touch a woman, and then somebody answers back saying, wow, isn't it crazy how many women can't even walk the streets alone without being raped or ogled?
It's like, God damn, that's not what I said.
I'm just looking at the both of them, and I'm just like, hey, listen, let me just say this. I'm not making this about some argument about how men are victims. I'm not doing that at all. You know, this isn't like this whole argument of men talking about how women are endangering our rights.
Right.
No, and the whole reason why this is an issue is because of the actions of men.
Sure.
So this is not unjustified for people to feel like this, but issues can reach such a trending direction that, you know, there can be an oversensitivity to them.
Yeah.
I believe. So, you know, because once it gets to a certain level, it gets so sensitive that people will probably make a big deal out of nothing that's there. You know, I mean, I hardly ever say it about racism, but you know, it does happen. You remember that woman that got mad at Hobby Lobby for just putting up cotton?
Yes.
And
she was being ridiculous.
And she was being ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying that this whole issue of touching a woman is ridiculous, but it worries me in a way. I'm not gonna lie, it worries me because this is what I was talking about when I said this is kind of affecting, you know, my job, because we have a lot of people that come through the studio here, and a lot of people ask for pictures, and guys, and this is just me. I know that I'm a physical person. I know that when guys and girls come over, I put my arms around them and take the picture. Yeah. And I will say this. I know that socially we're taught to even touch people in certain ways, like, you know, and then you don't even think about it. Because I know I have put, like, maybe if somebody comes over, I have put my hand on a girl's waist and not even trying to do anything, where I probably wouldn't do it to a guy, because, you know, you've always been taught, well, that's gay, you touch a guy like that. It's just in the back of your mind. You just are, it's, you know, it's ingrained in you. You don't know it. But I've never come in here and touched a woman in a way where when we're taking a picture, and a lot of people, they hug us, man. And a lot of girls come and hug us in here.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I see something like this where people are talking about women shouldn't be touched unless they ask for it, which is true. But should I be worried now about even an innocent touch when I'm not even thinking about this being anything sexual, with me putting my arms around them? You know, when taking a picture, I put my hand around everybody. I don't want this to be a situation where somebody makes it weird by saying, oh, don't touch me unless I ask for it. I'm like, oh, Jesus. All right. I mean, I get it. You don't want to be touched, but it's not like that.
Right.
You know, and I think that people are kind of thinking this way now that this has become such a big issue.
Well, you know, I mean, as uncomfortable or as awkward as that might be, I would prefer that to us, you know, me put my arm around them, we taking a picture, and then later they're telling everybody how they didn't like that or they felt uncomfortable. Because it's like, if you had communicated that to me ahead of time, we would never have, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I guess that would be the thing. Like, we've never experienced that. And let me just say this. Overall, I think everybody's smart enough to know. I don't think we've ever had this experience. I don't think we will. Because I think everybody's smart enough to know the intentions of certain physicalities. You know,
you're an optimist.
I would like to think that, but I think after seeing us take pictures with guys and girls and having the same pose with all of that, I would hope that people would know that that's just what we do. And I would figure if you're asking to take a picture that you would probably know that it would go that way. But I will say that, hey, listen, just to cover our bases, if it ever does get to that point where you don't want to be touched, yeah, please let me know.
Yeah, just say it.
I don't even get that, man. If a guy's like doing something that obviously feels like, you know, he's got his hand resting on the, you know, side of your ass or something, yeah, I get it. But over the arm pose for a picture, I don't get that, man. I don't understand it. I'm just kind of a physical person that way for everybody. I just don't get it.
Communication between men and women, it's always been messy and awkward, and that's just it's not going to change. I mean, right now it's being turned up to the extreme, but that kind of clear communication, I don't know that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, I try, and I know I make jokes, and I probably will. And someday somebody's going to probably say something like, yeah, he made this joke and made me upset. That's just what we do here on screen. I've made jokes with women sitting here. I know that, and I don't think I'm going to stop because I know I don't mean anything by it. But I will say, if that does bother anybody, let us know. But I think I'm making this make me sensitive now, hearing that. You know, I
I
don't know.
Getting worked up by this.
I mean, well, because I just think like, man, and I'm getting worked up by both ends, you know, between the men and the women. Because everybody's talking about, man, he just don't, you know, he just looking after himself. And then the women are talking about, no, he knows how to treat a woman's body and respect me. And I'm just like, isn't anybody in the middle going to say, like, there are innocent touches in certain situations. And let's all use some common sense and realize that. No. Chris Ayers said, Corey hugged my mom when we were up there, and she had no problem with it whatsoever.
But your mom's old school.
Corey, do your hands straight with the collarbone or below the hip are too close to the breast? Then stop wearing. No, they don't. But then again, see, that's Maven Cree.
Got a different line.
Everybody has a different boundary.
Yeah.
And you don't know when just touching somebody over the shoulder is crossing the line. I don't cross that line. You're right, Maven. I don't. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna worry. If somebody sees a picture of me doing something, I'm innocently putting my arm over them, then I'll address it when it happens. But I know I'm not going to stop because I do that with everybody. And then people are saying maybe Keanu just doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah, it could easily be that.
Yeah, but there's this whole thing. That's what this.
No matter what he does, he's an angel for it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I think the whole thing of him being such a nice guy, this mythology behind it, has crossed over a line now where it's getting ridiculous because, maybe he just doesn't like to be touched. Maybe he has a thing with that, and people are like, oh, no, he just knows how to respect people. It's like, Jesus. I'll put it like.
He could be a germaphobe.
Yeah, exactly. Maven put up a picture of us with her. You gave her a kiss and we got a,
I'm so happy to see her.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right, Maven. There is a line that's crossed. You come up and start giving women massages when they don't want that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
This whole legend thing, this is really bad for Keanu because they build him up into being this perfect angel. So he doesn't get to do one even slightly asshole thing in public, or else it's gonna flip the other way. Now the minute he's out somewhere and gets in an argument with somebody because they shortchanged him, camera's going like, not such a nice guy now, is he?
That's exactly.
You rated this poor clerk who makes minimum wage.
Yeah.
How much money does he have? And he's worried because the guy shortchanged him on $2. Come on, Keanu.
Exactly. The day that Keanu Reeves is in a rush and somebody's begging for an autograph, he's like, Jesus Christ, I gotta go. People like, he's a fucking asshole.
Yep.
Kid, it's gonna be all over the internet. Keanu Reeves really is a dick. TMZ.
And then they're gonna start going through his garbage.
Yeah, man.
No matter what his encounter is when he's outside, he's got to just smile and go on about his way, gritting his teeth to the point they're cracking, but he has to just smile through it.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, if he rides the subway so much, you tell me he's not encountering those crazy people on there and he's still riding the subway? Come on.
Because people, you know why? Because for a while people thought he was the crazy homeless guy.
That is a good disguise.
You know what people say? They said, damn, that homeless guy looks just like Keanu Reeves. Nah, I can't be him. He's riding the subway. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And on your way out, can you hit that subscribe button? Oh, and before you go, can you check out our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long-form version of this video, uncensored, unedited, and also the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com. Buy some stuff. And remember to always stay toasty.